You're watching, right, Colonel?
Time left before the Testament reaches interception.
A battle frame squadron is approaching. One prototype unit and multiple high-performance battle frames. Mirai, Juliana, Morgan, prepare to engage. The Children of Fallen Nations, Ace.
Warmongers from both sides have come here of their own free will, huh?
Hoping that there'd be a part 2, but I guess I have to play through all this again.
Just sit still and accept your end. I may have underestimated you before, but it's not over yet. I must stand and fight until my last breath. I'm sorry. I did everything I could.
Ready.
All hands abandoned ship. You've all fought bravely. It's been an honor. I die knowing that my actions have paved the way for the world that is to come. Nori, I'll be with you shortly.
By the way, what's the risk factor here? Just this colony or the whole world?
Judgment will come for the sinners. May you face eternal
Like,
torment in hell.
To destroy those you hate, no matter
how
the
strong is
cost.
this nuke?
Testament has reached
I'm assuming it's a
interception
nuke.
altitude. We are out of time. Be careful. The Testament's defenses are very strong.
This is it.
Well,
Our
this
last
reminds you of the
battle.
soul in that regard.
Whatever happens, the Earth and its inhabitants will remember this day. The day we learn to live as one. We will fight for it. We've come this far.
Can I lock on, please? It'd be cool if I was told how to tell when that thing's about to fire, but of course I'm not.
4 minutes until Testament reaches the surface.
Can those lasers even hurt me, or are they just there for fanciness?
Testament is
It looks
20%
like they're just
damaged.
there for fanciness.
I thought I didn't have a dream of my own. But now I know what it is. My dream is for humanity to keep dreaming. I fight so that others can have hopes and dreams. I fight for the humanity of our dreams.
We will face the despair. We will face the darkness. No matter how impossible, we will stand and fight. We will realize the impossible.
Let's go, Power Rangers. I was really hoping I'd have more people here. Wait, is it not? Whoa, what? Oh, what? I didn't get to destroy? Wait, do I have to destroy the cooling units or the Testament?
The Testament is 40% damaged.
Those just closed and I didn't even destroy anything. I thought I had to destroy those to open the testament up, but it seems like that's not the case.
%. We can do this.
All damage is at 30%. Portal ready.
I wonder if that thing can collide with me and destroy me. Oh, great.
2 minutes left!
Testament is 80% damaged. Just a little more. Mirai, Juliana,
it's hard
keep
to
it
just
up.
fly down in this thing, which is weird if it's actually hard to fly down. Okay, can we just save Alred now? I'm not even getting Nagase's inspirational speech, or whatever. I don't know if I'd count that as an inspirational speech. We will prevail!
Just 1 minute left!
Oh, that's not good. Please tell me that was the last cooling unit.
We can do this, right, Mirai?
Yes, Miss Juliana. We can do this.
Oh, now we're going Sonic Adventure 2? Yeah, sure. I'll just invite you to the party. We'll stay in the stream, though. Wait, did we just kill those? Are those things dead? Yeah, Act 2 had the best ending, to be honest. Wait, that's it? Wait, that's it. There's no after credits scene? Or is there an after credits scene? What? Can I actually, are these the same credits? Okay, I'll invite you to a party now. I mean, I'll just talk to you. Well, the credits are rolling.
Hello, stream. And
Hi.
for some reason it says that Killer's playing Ace Combat 5 on my screen.
Well, I mean, I wish I was. that was okay. So, all right. So, this game, good game. Think it's a masterpiece up until the Juliana boss fight. Although to be fair, a good amount of what was happening afterward was just me losing my interest after because of the Juliana thing.
Yeah.
That killed the game for me. Everything was going so well.
At least it took the third to last mission of the game to kill your interest. At least the other two missions afterwards are okay.
That's true. The game is really just, it's good up until that boss fight. And Aces is probably a good mission if it wasn't for the fact that I had that Juliana thing in my head. What in the world is that?
What? That's Mirai in the school outfit.
Oh.
Funny thing is...
Okay, then.
They're both Juliana and Mirai, despite the fact that...
Okay.
Nice
fan out there.
Despite the fact that they had their future taken away from them.
Oh my god, the trumpet. Well, what did you say?
Mirai and Juliana are able to live normal lives.
Oh. Okay.
Like, they're effectively high school students at this age, so...
That's true.
There's a lot more detail about what happens afterwards in Unlit Bios, game. I'll explain that better before these. But basically, the credits are meant to show that, yeah, these two are able to live normal life.
Yeah, wear those cringy Japanese school uniforms.
Either way, it's like, the Aces mission is good. The Sword mission is okay. A bit disappointing, but
I'd still say the Ace Combat 5 Sword missions are better. Atmospherically.
It's not that, an atmospherically sure, but it's not that 5 last mission is so
painfully easy, I mean.
That was to be kill flying head on, and the Sword can be...
That was painfully unexplained? I don't know. It didn't seem like there was a warning for the laser sword thingy. The thing that Juliana was firing, the sword could also fire. Were those lasers just for show, like Megalith, by the way? Because those lasers sure were doing nothing.
No, those lasers, if they hit you, they will explode.
Oh, that's good.
It's just they basically almost never hit you because of their attack pattern, which I guess is okay. And yeah, fuck the Juliana fight. Fuck that fight.
That's the first fight I agree with you on. That was terrible. You seem to be right on the missions that suck in this game. So far, anyway.
Okay.
So far, the game's over.
The game's over. But the thing is, the Juliana fight would have been perfectly good if it wasn't for that fucking blade attack. Hell, like, considering she literally has like an updated version of Andy's mech, there's no reason that fight wasn't as good.
It's not even...
It's just not... the blade thing ruins it.
It's not even that bad. It wouldn't even be that bad if it was just like the Psychodrone in the Mirai fight. I mean, Mirai uses her Psychodrone like multiple times. It just doesn't do that much damage. So I'd be okay if she used the sword.
On hard, it's a little bit bullshit.
Well, to be fair, Mirai didn't even use her sword in her fight.
She actually did use her sword. It's just
she did? Oh.
You know that little charge animation where it sees like that bright purple light swinging around her as she charges you? That's her sword. That's her sword swinging animation. She did use her sword multiple times, but just she doesn't have the instant charge. Like, the thing is, rephrasing what I said, the Juliana's fight would have been fine, even with the blade attack. It's just the charge distance on the blade attack is way too high.
Well, she can lunge way too far.
She can lunge too far, and it takes like a split second for her to cross that distance.
Yeah, I don't know what happened when it came to the brilliant design of the Mirai fight and the awful design of the Juliana fight. Like, they're polar opposites.
The Andy thing is, like,
I'm not talking about the Andy fight, I'm talking about the Mirai fight.
Yeah, but that's the thing. This fight would have just been a better version of the fight with Andy. Yeah, she basically just has the same mech, but slightly better.
She didn't even use
Like,
her
there's-
particle cannon. I would have
Well,
just rather
like, yeah.
have a recycled version of the Mirai, or of the Andy fight.
Hey, recycling a good boss isn't a bad thing.
That's true.
Well,
Not
I
always,
would
anyway.
Well, I wouldn't even say it's a good boss. I'd say it's a fantastic boss fight, especially with the speech Andy uses.
Yeah, I love that
But-
Andy speech.
Another thing is that that fucking cutscene afterwards as well is so rushed. Like,
That's an understatement.
Juliana is like bloodlusted because this girl killed like her father figure, the one close friend she had, which I get. She is fucking screaming her head off, like angry at Mirai. And then Mirai just goes Neuralink, then calms down with emotions, and then bam, Juliana's on.
Honestly, that just felt so rushed, the third and fourth act. It felt so quick and like just...
The last 3 missions are rushed. No, like, okay.
Yeah, I
For
could
the record,
understand that.
okay, for the record, Juliana's fight, Mirai's fight with Juliana, and the entire twist beforehand where Dragon's Eye is actually part of Children of Fallen Nations, they're considered separate missions. The
Well, I mean, to
fourth
be
last
fair,
mission-
I think the story was a little rushed too in the end there. Like, suddenly everybody just turned into warmongers, and now there's all this stuff happening. It just went so quickly.
yeah.
That stuff built up in Ace Combat 5. It happened in 2 missions in this game. Like, Dragon Eye went from being this chill, cool guy to suddenly being a warmonger who wants to kill the president in 1 mission.
Okay. To be honest, there's actually quite a bit of foreshadowing regarding Dragon's Eye. For one, Dragon'sEye, if you actually notice when you're
Well, he's
when
an
you hear his
AWAC.
dialogue,
He's not an
When you're hearing
all-powerful
his-
president.
when you're hearing his dialogue on the Russian side, you hear how ruthless Dragon's Eye is. He's saying, like, kill the rookies, make sure they don't get back up, and a bunch of other dialogue that he says, that basically tells his pilots to do. Like, hey, make sure these people fall and don't get up, and stuff like that. Like, Dragon's Eye doesn't come across as the nicest guy when you hear his dialogue on the Russian side. I was actually predicting that he would have been on there was something up with him during my playthrough of the game, but that dialogue rather obscure, so I don't think.
I didn't hear all the dialogue, to be honest. I was,
Yeah.
The gameplay is very tough. You gotta focus on the gameplay a lot.
If I'm being honest, Killer, I think you streaming the game kind of ruined it for you. Like, you were able to talk with us in the chat, yes, but you also diverted your attention from the game a lot, and you had to constantly restart it and pause it because it was crashing.
That's probably one thing, but I mean, to be fair, I enjoyed the 2 acts even with the stream. The first 2 acts.
The first 2 acts alone put this game around the level of Ace Combat 4, if not slightly higher.
Yeah, I'd say slightly higher. I mean, even the beginning of Act 3 is good. Well, besides Comatose. That sucks.
Like the first 2 missions where you're doing the blind spot mission, and the
Yeah.
Stonehenge mission is really good too. The first 2 missions of Act 3 are great.
Yeah, and then Sakai, no, not Sakai. That
Sakai-
road,
Sakai
that
no,
mission, yeah, that mission's pretty good, and so was the DC mission. Everything besides Comatose up to that point was good,
Comatose, the Juliana fight.
and even Pax Americana 1 was good. Besides the weird plot twist that kind of just came out of nowhere. I guess you could say it was foreshadowed a little bit, though.
Honestly, though, like, on one hand, Pax Americano, or whatever the fuck. On one
Americana.
hand, Pax Americano is a little bit out of nowhere if you do ignore some of the very overly small tidbits of foreshadowing that they have with Dragon's Eye. And on one hand, they've ruined the president, but on the other hand, Dragon's Eye actually makes sense as a villain now.
Well, yeah. Dragon Eye made sense as a villain, and so did the other
Like-
CFN, but then the heroes just kind of became stupid.
Like, that's the thing with this game as well. The villains in this game can either be decent or bad. In earlier of Act 1, when you heard, like, one of the Children of Fallen Nations commanders, like, talking about how they needed to get rid of these flying cities and find another alternative, because they were poisoning the atmosphere and they were going to eventually kill off humanity,
That
he's
makes
perfectly correct in that regard.
Yeah, that
That's,
makes sense. to
that's
me.
a completely fine motivation, because guess what? They think that if they don't do this, humanity's gonna kill itself. Makes
What's
sense.
wrong? technically they may still not be
And
wrong.
in Dragon's Eye's case, part of the reason why he wants to stop the enemies of the United States, like the CFN, is because the president, rather stupidly, although he does give a reason for it at least, unlike Harlan, cut the defense budget, and he realizes, no, that's bullshit. That's not a good idea.
It was stupid to cut the defense budget. I mean, there were a couple of things that
too quickly.
Yeah, that's really what it is.
Hurt the game.
Yeah, too many things started happening.
Partially the last 3 missions, the last 4 missions, but the fourth to last mission, where the twist is revealed, is okay. It's great gameplay wise.
Why Ace Combat 8 worked? Ace Combat 8,
but the twist just kind of comes out of nowhere. The
anyway.
Fight, I already explained this.
Yeah, Ace Combat 5 works so well.
Well, the Ace's mission is great, and the last mission's it's okay. I think it's pretty decent. What do you think of it?
It's okay. Ace Combat 5 works so well.
Wall, aren't I?
Yes, you are. I think I am too. I think we're two brick walls having a conversation. I'll get to my thing on that, but I think the reason Ace Combat 5 works so well is because you have that big twist, and then afterwards the rest of the game is explaining that twist and what happens. Right here we have a big twist and then 2 more missions, and then it's over. But the last mission, I should say.
Killer, if you're trying to speak to me, I really cannot hear you. Like, I can't hear your voice at all.
You can't hear me? Okay. Can you hear me through the stream?